That is so cool. And that is the Rolling Stones, a song called Angry off their first new album in 18 years. They announced its upcoming release at a press conference in London. Hackney Diamonds comes out on October 20th. The group says it includes contributions from Stevie Wonder as well as Lady Gaga. The Stones may be able to make a little bit of extra money from that album thanks to some changes coming to one streaming service. Deezer announced a deal with Universal Music today that changes how much artists are paid based mainly on their popularity. It is calculated by stream, which is any listening over 30 seconds. Artists with more than 1,000 streams a month will earn double that, and an artist who is searched for by name on the platform will earn quadruple. Jem Aswad is the senior music editor at Variety. He joins me now from New York. I spent a bit of time listening to this song. It's pretty awesome, I have to say. But a lot of Rolling Stone fans will be excited. But I'm wondering how much traction that we are going to get from this. How much are you anticipating?
Well, the reality is, for artists who have already put out 6 or 7 great albums, their creativity, momentousness does tend to wear off a bit. Now, there are certainly exceptions to that. Bob Dylan's had a couple of later bumps in his career. Neil Young has. David Bowie's final album, released 2 days before he died, was the most innovative thing he'd done in 35 years. On the basis of this song, it sounds like pretty much what we can expect. You know, there's a big riff on it. I do notice that it does not seem to be Charlie Watts playing, so that's a big change for the Stones. But these albums tend to be an excuse to tour.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, do you expect them to tour? Do you think that's going to be important? Because I want to get into the streaming side of things, but touring is very important to get traction.
Well, yeah, I mean, yes. And it's always been, you know, it's a very familiar thing with an established artist that they'll play a few hits and they'll be like, here's a new song, and everybody goes to the bathroom, you know. So, you know, I mean, there tends to be usually a bit less excitement around it. Like, actually, the last time I saw the Stones, which was 2012, they'd asked, okay, here's a new song. And, like, it was just one of 2 new songs on whatever greatest hits album they just put out. And everybody got up to go to the bathroom, and they started playing Miss You, and everybody went running back to their seats. It was very funny. But it'll be like that. And yes, I do expect them to tour. They've toured every year except for pandemic years since, I don't know, 2002 or 1999 or something like that. They're pretty constantly on the road, and they're not going to be able to do it for that much longer. Charlie Watts passed away, you know, which is like the thought of the Rolling Stones without Charlie Watts is incredible. And Mick Jagger and Keith Richards, I believe, are both 80. So there's only so many miles left in them, but they're going to make the most of it.
They look very energetic to me, I have to say. It's still on my to-do list. Okay, so I want to talk about Deezer teaming up with Universal. And this is going to be important because, you know, many are saying, you know, the question is, can they change the streaming model where artists can, in fact, earn more?
Well, this is a step toward that. Now, bear in mind that one of the entities behind this is the world's largest music company. So they are going to be looking out for number one as well as their artists. I mean, that's just a reality. Having said that, this model does look like at least a good start. Okay, it is. It's increasing emphasis on the artists and the songs that listeners engage with the most, right? The way that the model exists right now, like I could upload, a recording of tap water running, and like if I could get somebody to stream it, I would get paid for it, and that's ridiculous. And, you know, Deezer is taking steps to take care of that as well. And one of their data points was to say that I think it was something like 2% of the entities that upload the music, and those are usually record companies, get 97% of the activity. So that gives you an idea of how much sort of trickery is going on and how many people are just like uploading nonsense trying to collect royalties. And the streaming services and the record companies are getting wise to it, but it's very complicated. You know, it's a game of whack-a-mole. So it is a start, and trying to put a number on what it's going to save them, or how much more artists are going to receive, is illusory, right? I mean, it's impossible to pin down at this point. They say it's going to double or quadruple actual working musicians' earnings, but who knows? It didn't say that in the press release. It said it in a couple of articles, but to me that sounds like they're kind of distancing themselves from making any solid predictions yet.
All right. Jem Aswad, great to have you on. Thank you so much, sir.